Hi, welcome to these Organic Devotions, a weekly series of reflections growing out of life here on the farmstead and a life lived in pursuit of wonder and reverence and awe. Thanks for joining along. The Wall Street Journal recently included a story about the rising popularity of ugly fruit. You know, the banged up, blemished odds and ends that never make it to the grocery store beauty pageant bins, where uniformity and exterior perfection are required. No, this stuff usually winds up sold at a deep loss to the juicers or discounted and discarded altogether. Then Walmart started featuring these misfits in some of its stores, and now the idea is catching on. Whole Foods is piloting a similar program. National Public Radio reports that our sudden interest is merely catching up with the Europeans who've been gobbling up what has been called inglorious fruits and vegetables for some time as a pushback against wasted food. Ugly fruit is becoming trendy. These new converts are discovering what many have known all along, that while these uglies may not win any pretty prizes, they typically cost much less, they taste exactly the same, and pack all of the same nutritional value. It turns out that these inglorious specimens are a great deal for growers and consumers alike. Which sounds like good news for our garden, where uglies seem to be the norm. In fact, it sounds like it would be a great deal for the rest of us as well, because let's face it, most of us wouldn't qualify for market sales. As the Apostle Paul once noted, "Consider your own call, brothers and sisters. Not many of you were wise by human standards. Not many were powerful. Not many were of noble birth. But God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. God chose what is low and despised in the world, things that are not, to reduce to nothing things that are, so that no one might boast in the presence of God." Later, in his comparison of the faith community with the human body, he even goes so far as to note that, in fact, the members of the body that seem to be weaker are indispensable. And those members of the body that we think less honorable, we clothe with greater honor. And our less respectable members are treated with greater respect, whereas our more respectable members don't need this. But God has so arranged the body, giving the greater honor to the inferior members, that there may be no dissension within the body, but the members may have the same care for one another. Who knows? Maybe this ugly fruit trend is just a little bit of our divine image leaking out. Us acting a bit more like the God who doesn't look at the outside of a person, but inside at the very heart. And maybe this is just the beginning. First the fruit, and then the person next door and across town, and maybe then even the tribe on the other side of the globe, seen no longer with a vision that is only skin deep, but that reaches all the way to the holy heart. I would love to hear about the different kinds of choices that you are making. You can email me at organicdevotions@gmail.com. And until next week, eat well and love even better. Bye-bye.